If you got spirit, spirit got you.
Guys, welcome back to the channel, Dap Divination. I'm Dap. And today we're looking at how are you being viewed? Yeah, so how are you being viewed? We're going to look at the personal, the professional, and the romantic, so we can get all sides of how you're being viewed, see where it goes. Also, if you are new here, all you gotta do is pick a card, pick an image on the screen with your third eye, not your first or second eye, and you'll find the corresponding timestamps to your reading in the description or the pinned comment, where you also find the little link to my Amazon wishlist. We moved, I finally, in my own place, a little 2-bedroom. The only room that's actually furnished is my bedroom, but I would so love to use every room in my house for different reasons. Like, you know, the spare bedroom is gonna be my office where I'll record these instead of in my bed. The living room, it's just for living. Bedroom is just for sleeping. You know, I've been cooped up in one room for so long. I'm just excited to be normal, whatever that is. But I don't know. Also, you'll notice that I have added a dedicated line. Yep, we have this line. I signed the contract for a year, so it's ours. Already paid up. So you can definitely contact me easier with that number. Just text it if you wanna talk about getting a personal reading. If you wanna get either a FaceTime reading, phone call, or stick to our regular recorded ones, you can fill out the form with the link, or hit me up in the text and I'll send you over there. It's just so you can actually get in contact with me, because it's getting harder and harder to keep up with the emails. So this is my way. I don't know if how it's gonna work out, but I'm trying, guys, so I can do better with keeping up with everybody. But I don't want to keep this too long. I will see you at your reading. Bye for now.
If you got spirit got you.
Pile number 1, welcome to your reading on how are you being viewed. We're gonna roll the dice, see what comes up. Get some signs, the vibe. All right, so I see Jupiter and Scorpio in the 10th house. You may be drawn to pile number 3, maybe not. But Jupiter in the 10th house is somebody who is looking to expand their reputation, how they're seen publicly. You want to you're trying to work on your career, trying to get this boost. Maybe having luck in your career as well. You may have landed that job. You may be seeing some extra revenue come in. People are seeing you in a higher light as well. People are seeing you as responsible. People are seeing you as somebody who got it together. Jupiter is one of the best planets to see rolled on the table, because it's the great benefic. It is the blessings. It is anything that it touches, it expands, it exaggerates, it makes bigger. You know, so Jupiter and Scorpio in the 10th house is like saying something about your public, something professional but public about it. Like, so if you are on social media, or maybe you have really done some community work, maybe even it's something like that. It's like you're being seen, but it's in a positive light. You're being blessed right now. And in Scorpio, it's like saying there's a big transformation that had to happen first. So I think you've gone through that, you've gotten through that, but whatever it is, it's like you're going deeper. And so Scorpio also talks about the energy of like being raw and real and authentic, but maybe sometimes a little vulnerable. And it's for the purpose, it is something you do after you've already changed. Like once you get to that point of like, you've understood the lesson, you know, you see a clear path from where you've come from and to who you are now. It's like you feel liberated to speak your truth and tell your story, and people support that, because it's like you're not surface level. You went deep, you went hard, you've done the research, you've lived it, you've climbed out. Is all those things, all those feelings come up for me when I look at this. But right now you're going through a growth phase, lots of expansion, lots and lots of expansion. So it may be in multiple areas in life. It may also be in your personal life as well. Like people are just seeing you as somebody that's doing bigger things than they were doing. So you've leveled up, my friend. You've leveled up. Signs I see so far is Sagittarius. I see Pisces. I see Scorpio. I see Capricorn. I see Aquarius. I see... Is that it? Yep, that's it. We're going to look at personal. how people view you on a personal level, people see you professionally, how people see you or view you romantically as well. So we're gonna look at all those things. On a personal level, I see the Five of Swords, which is interesting because it's like, people people are viewing you as somebody who's right now. You say what you mean. You say what you mean. You mean what you say, but you do it with a sharp tongue. It's coming off as kind of sharp. Like maybe you felt like you had to kind of defend yourself or stand on business, or really just kind of defend somebody from protecting your peace. So it's like with more attention and more eyes or more status comes with more haters. So it's like you may be experiencing something like that. I'm almost hearing like trolls. Like say if you're on social media, it's like, oh, here comes the trolls. Like if you got trolls, then maybe you're doing something right. If you got haters, then maybe you're doing something right. But it's like there's an energy of like maybe you kind of feeding into it sometimes. Like you ain't got to clap back all the time, or even with friends or something like that. Like it's like I think you're taking yourself really serious right now. It's like I'm taking my goals seriously. This is my life right now. This is what my passions are. And it's like if you mock it, or if you even say something that they may think is harmless or like just joke, it's like nah, squashed. It's like you quit with that. And there's also this energy of like you're playing to win. The Five of Swords is saying I'm playing to win. The Two of Swords comes up, so you may be actually a competitive person or someone who actually performs well under pressure and competition. The Two of Swords comes up as well, saying that you're someone who's very decisive. Your friends see you as decisive. You don't mince words. If you give anybody options to this or that, you say it one time. Go, choose. But I think in your personal life, people know what to expect from you in that sense. Though it's like don't come to me if you want me to sit here and lie to you, or sit here and just tell you what you want to hear. That's not me. That's not me. And if you get on my nerves about it, I'm really serious. Some of y'all don't play. Some of y'all do not play. But that's how it is. The Hierophant comes up. It's like, but you're consistent though. It's like I'm consistent. It's like you stand for something. You know your values. The Hierophant's all about morals and values and what you believe in, your traditions, your faith. It's all of that. But it's also a sense of like, for some people in your personal life, you may even be a role model because of that and not even know it. It's like some people model themselves after you. Like, what would so-and-so do? What would they do if they was in my position? They think about you and they kind of toughen up. You give tough love, but it's coming from a place of love. So it's like they see you as respectable. You're respected as hell. I'll say that. You are respected as hell. Professionally, the Three of Pentacles. People that you work with, they find you to be somebody who knows exactly what part you play, and you play it very well. You don't necessarily try to outshine anybody. You don't necessarily do more than you're asked to do either, unless you just want to. But it's like you know exactly where you fit and what your value is, and you also have a good sense of what other people are good at as well. So you may if you coordinate anything or leave it, you know how to put people where they need to go. Like you're good at seeing somebody's contribution, like what they be good at. Like you'd be good at hiring people for some reason. I'm hearing hiring people for somebody, casting, if you like into like say the performance or something like that. Like you're good at finding the right people for the right job. I'm hearing that. Finding the right people for the right job. Or you may just find people for the you may do this thing where like you connect people to the right people at work. Like, oh, I know somebody who can do, I can be fine that. I can do that for you. It's almost giving like curator or like social worker or something like that. It's even something where you have to connect people to the right things. I don't know. But you're really good at it. The Two of Wands comes up. You're perfect with a plan. You're organized. People see you as somebody who is confident enough, even when say things aren't working out, when there's setbacks or mishaps, or we get stuck. You always seem to have a plan or a backup plan to the backup plan, and it inspires a lot of trust. It instills a lot of trust. Even if you feel like I'm just faking it till I make it. I don't know the fuck. I don't know what's gonna happen. But on your face it reads this. Well, this is what we're gonna do. Like it's and so it's like you give people that sense of confidence that everything's gonna be okay, even when you don't really know it's gonna be okay. Things work out, but you're blessed with that energy of like, you know what works and what doesn't work, even if you don't necessarily know why it works. It's like you have an intuition for things like that, and it works well with business. It goes well with work. You know how to. It's like you found the thing that you do and you do well. I'll say that. And maybe you can apply it to anything, but it's saying that you, ooh, Two of Pentacles, and you multitask very well. You multitask very well. You keep up with things very well. It's like you're not very forgetful. You own it. It's like, and people try to catch you slipping. I'm not saying you're perfect. You make mistakes, but it's like you probably got it written down somewhere just in case you forgot. You know. So it's like, and your work speaks for itself. You may wear multiple hats. You may do multiple things. You know, and still keep up. Like different jobs, side hustles, maybe a bunch of different income revenues or something like that. It's giving well-rounded, and you know how to prioritize. You have a lot of strengths at work. I see that. On a romantic level, we have the Star in reverse. Something about you doesn't scream idealistic. You know, you kind of go into situations, like when you're meeting people for the first time, or like if you're dating, and so you kind of go into it. Not necessarily distrustful, but you don't necessarily go in expecting them to be much. You know what I'm saying? You don't expect much out of the situation. The Star in reverse on my side, it's like saying you don't lose yourself in the fantasy. You don't idealize anybody. It's like you're almost kind of like skeptical. It's like, what you want? Okay, you gotta earn my trust. It's almost like it's not giving like someone who's open and freely like giving. Like, I trust you until you give me a reason not to. It's like, no, I don't really trust you until you give me a reason to trust you. It's kind of like your method, and maybe for good reason. Maybe it's just your style. But it's like saying the Two of Cups comes up with like, I think you do connect with people. You know, you do have strong connections. People are very attracted to you, but there's something that you do that sets them apart. It's almost like you search for a spiritual connection or a deeper spiritual connection with that Star card that comes up, and it's like maybe if you don't feel that spark, if you don't feel that like I'm looking in your eyes and like you look like, if you don't feel like that, oh my God, I remember you from a past life type of experience or something like that. It may not be for you. It's like you may not feel like you want to go there. So it's like people think that you have high standards or whatever, but it's like I think you get a lot of attention, or you get a lot of prospects or people wanting to date you until they actually get into the room with you and they're like, oh, you're intense, or like, oh, you're okay. It's like I think your looks or something about your style or your appearance may not necessarily for some reason match like your energy. It's almost like you can be really soft and maybe just beautiful, but it's like there's a roughness to you when you talk to people or something. And there's a disconnect between how you look and how you really are. It's like, oh, you thought I was a dummy. Oh, you thought I was fresh. You know, like, no. Oh, you just thought I was some cute thing that will let you do whatever you want with them. No. Like, you think I need you? It's giving that. I don't know. You almost give me a little bit of aggressive, but maybe you gotta be. But I do feel like when you do finally let yourself connect, it is unconditional. You like, you date to find someone long term. You like the romance, but you don't like the uncertainty of it all. You don't really like the wishy-washy. Like, you don't know what you want, then I'll decide for you. You don't want me. You know, it's giving that. You don't really play games or have time for it. And I think that's what kind of scares people, Nine of Wands, because you don't necessarily do the back. You don't play into it. You shut it down. It's kind of abrupt and it's kind of like jarring for people, but that's you. Signs I saw. Did we already talk about it? We did. I must add Taurus, Cancer. I think that's it. Sound off in the comments if this resonated. If this resonated, if you want to check out the my little housewarming Amazon wish list. I really do one of those a wish list, but I thought it would be helpful because just paid rent. We ain't got no furniture, but we happy to be here. If I actually don't, I'm just grateful to be here, realistically. But if you do want to check that out, not necessary, not required, but this little guy, this me, will be so grateful. And remember, guys, I love you. Remember, if you got spirit, what spirit got you? Blessings in all we do. Bye.
Blessings in all we do. Blessings in all we do.
What's up, pile number 2? Welcome to your reading on how are you being viewed. So we're gonna roll the dice, see what comes up, get the signs, the vibe. we got Mars in Sagittarius in the 3rd house. Okay. All right. So this is where you're at. Mars in the 3rd house is somebody who is very much you love to communicate. You love the camaraderie of it all. You love the community in a sense. Like when I say community, I mean like you like to close friends, close relationship with your siblings. So you may be the person who have like maybe your best friend is like your sister or your brother, or a cousin or something like that. It's someone who's really close, maybe with like their neighbor or neighbors. It's someone like that. You like to. It's almost giving somebody with chosen family. Maybe not someone who gets along very well with their actual family. It doesn't really say you don't, but it's like some of the 3rd house is like you're kind of sentimental. You like to keep people around. You like to make long-term friends. So you may have friends that you've had for years and years and years, like maybe since like high school, grade school, college, that kind of thing. You keep people. It may not be a whole lot of people, but it's like the relationships that matter to you. You have kept them for a long time. Maybe sometimes to a fault. It's like you kind of stay in situations longer than you need to. I'm jumping ahead of myself. But anyway, Mars in the 3rd house though, it's like you're in a phase where you're like really communicative. You really like trying to share your story. You're really interested in hearing other people's stories. You want to learn through experience with this Mars and Sagittarius. So you may be somebody who's going through maybe a spiritual awakening or really being more reflective right now. Maybe you've really trying to see parts of yourself, understand parts of yourself. I mean, you're watching this pick a card readings about how you're being viewed, so that checks out. But it's like you're really trying to discover these things in a way to truly understand yourself. But that Mars is like motivation. Mars is what motivates you, is what gets you out of bed. It's the actions that you take. It's all of that. It can be a little bit sexual. It's adventurous. In Sagittarius, it could be move to, like, you want to travel a lot. You may be wanting to move somewhere different, maybe a different country, different state. You may have just done that for somebody. But it's like saying you're learning and growing at an exponential rate because of the experiences that you are allowing yourself to have. Not through reading a book or not through anything like you really interacting with people. Is what's going on. And you may always have been that way, but it's maybe specifically a phase that you're really doing this right now. So I see this in people that maybe who have had to like maybe change things up, shake things up, maybe start over or something like that in some area. Somebody may have also graduated college or something like that, gotten a degree, and now they're ready to step into like their field, or maybe you got an advanced degree, like maybe you went back to school, got a master's or something like that, and it's like that's motivating you as well. I see the 3rd house is like learning. Sagittarius is like higher learning, so it could be like going like off to study something or whatever, making you a more confident, well-rounded person. But you're being viewed as somebody who is very curious, very open. That's the way to put it. That's a good way to put it. Open. On a personal level, people are seeing you as the 8 of Cups, but in reverse. Nothing really scares you away from people like people. If you were a Scorpio or something like that, it would make a lot of sense. Have a lot of water in your chart. By the way, signs I'm seeing: Scorpio, Aries, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra. That's about it. Pisces. But 8 of Cups in reverse is saying you linger. It takes a lot to really scare you away. It's like even during conflict and things like that, even if you were upset, you always have grace for some kind of forgiveness. Even when you're like, I'm not gonna let it go this time, I'm done. It's like, give time, let the person, if the person steps to you correctly and actually seems to have learned a lesson or knows why what they did was wrong. It's like you're more likely than not to kind of want to keep the connection there because that's in your nature. You may be a life path number 6, or have a lot of number 6 energy in your birthday, like born on the 6th, born in June, that kind of thing. Born on the 15th. But this is giving me somebody who is a peacemaker at heart and just wants everybody to get along. So you put up a lot more bullshit than you really need to. With the 8 of Cups in reverse, there are people who've taken advantage of that. On a personal level, people see that. The moon comes up as well. You have a strong intuition, but at the same time, it's like I think your empathy overshadows that intuition sometimes, where it's like you can connect and feel for a person so much where it's like you give them a lot of grace. You give people a lot of grace. So it makes you somebody who is trustworthy because people feel like you're loyal. You're very loyal. Very, very loyal. But the thing is, once you are done, you're done. Once you finally do break away or break off, like for real, like, and it takes a lot to get you there. But there are certain people where like apologies won't even matter no more. Like I think you are forgiving, but there's certain people where it's like when you're done, you can't go back. You don't see a world where you could. But it's so rare for you. It's far in between. It's few and far between. But the moon comes up saying like people see you as almost a little bit mysterious in a sense, because it's like you're a hard person to figure out. It's like you're open, but it's like you have so many interests and you can talk to so many different people. You have such a vast well of just like just knowledge and experiences that you can pull from. It's like you can talk to anybody, and so it's like people don't understand maybe like what your vibe is. I think you mirror a lot. I think you're good at like say relating to a person so well that you just kind of like become them in a sense. It's something that you do unconsciously, but it's something that makes people wonder like who are they? Like who are you really? You know? You're also a good listener, so people may also talk about themselves a lot around you to the point where they have to stop and think like, well, I know they know me, but like, do I really know them? I feel like I told them my whole life story and I don't know anything about them. Not that you wouldn't share it. It's like I think you're just really a good listener and letting people like have that space. But professionally speaking, we have justice. You come across as very fair. You come across as somebody who speaks the truth, owns the truth, and doesn't necessarily get personal about it. There's something impersonal about what you do for work, where it's like maybe you do something where you have to kind of be a little impersonal. Like say if you were a counselor, or if you were some kind of advisor or mentor or anything like that, where it's like you deal with people's emotions, or you deal with people's dreams and hopes and stuff. You have to kind of almost remove yourself a little bit, and so you can still be useful to them and not mix your own stuff into it, you know. Almost kind of like what I do. Like if you are a reader or anything like that, it's like, you know, it can be hard sometimes to get invested in like what people go through, but it's like we always have to kind of like pull back and, you know, be objective. And so you're really good at that. Something about what you do for work, you have to be objective, or it's better to be objective. Which is a contrast to this idea of like, I'm highly empathetic, emotionally sound, and like I stick around and look. But at work, it's like, I have a job to do. So you may be good at compartmentalizing, or like having different modes of yourself. Like, okay, this is work me, this is home me, this is out at the club me, this is grocery store me, this is day with my dad, and brother version of me. It's like you have different versions of yourself, like different hats that you wear, and you switch between these like quite fluidly. That's the thing I'm picking up on. So people at work don't know you at, like they don't know how you are at home. Like you may not be that personal at work. Got the Three of Cups. But people sure do like you. You're very likable. I think that card comes up so to reiterate the fact that even if it's not so much personal, it's like you are relatable. People do like you. People find you friendly and collaborative, and I think you do take people's feelings into consideration, but you don't necessarily rule on emotions at work or anything like that. You keep it appropriate. So you may have some work friends, but you don't necessarily. You may have few. You may keep it pretty much professional. I do see the sun though. You're a bright spot at work. People love to see you come in. People love, like, you're a great person to work with because it's like something about your energy is contagious. Like you walk into a room and like, oh my God, you here. Oh, thank God. You know, we like seeing you. Like we may not like seeing that person, but we like seeing you, especially if you have like a position of power. Like if you're over people, if you're in control over people, like you run things. It's like you're the boss that they like. You know, you're the person that comes in and it's like, oh, you're not gonna like yell at me, and like no, you can keep it real, but it's like it's a collaborative thing. It's not necessarily a dictatorship. I think people love to see that about you. But you do shine at work. When it comes to romantically speaking, how are you viewed? The Death card in reverse comes up. A little bit unapproachable. A little bit unapproachable. I know we've been talking about how approachable you are, but when it comes to romance, you may especially maybe right now find yourself in a phase where it's like you're sticking to your guns about something. Like say if you're not focused on love, you're not going to change my mind about that. I'm not interested. If I said that I wanted something casual, then I want something casual. Or on the flip side, if you say that you want something romantic, then God damn it, it's gonna be romantic. Like if you want something like dating for marriage, a long-term relationship oriented, it's like if I get any sign, oh, you're just casual, you're not gonna change my mind. I'm not gonna water myself down for you. I'm not gonna change my standards for you. The Death card in reverse can be very resistant to anything that goes against what they already believe, what they want. It's like, so they can't change your mind. And for some reason, early on in the situation, like say if you meet somebody and you kind of click, but you say, you're not for me, you block them. You either block them or you just don't respond. There's nothing you can say to change my mind. Don't try to convince me. That's gonna piss me off. It's kind of giving that. And love is a whole different thing because the devil comes up. You've had situations where you have felt entrapped. You have felt like someone tried to trap you or like possess you. They really played a good one. And it's like you really, really, really ain't got time to put yourself in a situation like that. You say, I don't have time for it anyway. It's like you're just not looking for it. But it does come up as like maybe someone who fears that entrapment. It's like there's something about you being free as a bird right now. And even if you are talking to people or dating somebody or something like that, you feel completely free. You don't really want to change that so much because of a relationship, because you know if you go all in, you go all in. But so I think you have a good head on your shoulders when it comes to that. You're balanced with it. I think some people romantically think you're hard to connect with, or maybe they see you as bougie or see you as something negative. But fuck them. To be honest with you, if everyone else in your life thinks you're great and only the people who can't have access to you or can't connect with you on a romantic level, they think there's something wrong with you, let them think there's something wrong with you. You ain't doing nothing wrong. You good. Signs I saw, did I already say that? Yeah, I already did. Add Capricorn and Leo to the mix though. And remember, if you got spirit, what spirit got you? Blessings and all we do. Bye. What's up, pal number 3? Welcome to your reading on how you're being viewed. All right. So I'm going to roll the dice to see what signs I see in your current vibe. All right. So we got Saturn and Taurus in the 10th house. Okay. So about your business is what it is. All right. So Saturn in the 10th house. So whenever I see Saturn that comes up, it's like it's when we're supposed to be focused, disciplined. It's like maybe a phase of being very practical. I see all earth energy on the board. So we have Capricorn energy, Taurus, Aquarius with Saturn too. It's a pretty heavy energy of like I'm grinding, or like I'm really focused right now, and it's giving me an energy of like all or nothing. Like you're really dialed in. So some of y'all may have gotten a new job, or you maybe gotten a promotion, or maybe you're just really focused on what you're doing. Some of y'all may be like juggling. It's giving me energy of like I'm doing a lot. So it's like it may not be just one thing, and maybe you're studying for something, but you're also working. You're trying to improve in other areas, but it's like it's all your time and energy is going into practical things. So you may not be in a emotional phase right now where you're like trying to connect with people or meet new people. It's more like saying I'm trying to protect the things that I have, and I also want to expand on the things that I have through hard work, solidifying things for myself for the future, making sure that I got myself and my ducks in a row. It's responsible is what I'm saying. And this may just be your personality, but also could just be a phase. With Saturn and Taurus, it's like saying maybe you've going through moments of like being tired of not having things, or tired of not having enough, or tired of not having what you need. So it's like instead of depending on other people, you take it upon yourself. That Capricorn energy is very self-reliant. The Taurus energy is very structured, is very productive but consistent. And Saturn energy itself is like it's saying you're earning your due. You're paying your dues and you're earning your way. You know. You're not depending on anybody, and that's really attractive. As I say that, I drop a card. It is the Ace of Pentacles. You're making small investments into yourself that's going to pay out dividends. You're going to see the results later on, but it's like something about in your intuition. You know that you're on the right path. You know this is going to pay out. You know this, and I feel like there's a certain sense of confidence about it. Like, can nobody distract me right now? It's like, yeah, things happen, you know, but it's like there's setbacks, but it's like. Overall, it's like you got your mind on the prize, you know? But we're all going to break this down into your personally, how people are viewing you, professionally and romantically. Signs I see so far don't have to be. Remember, we saw Aquarius, Capricorn, Taurus, Sagittarius, Aries, and Libra. Don't have to be. Oh, and Virgo. Don't have to be. But on a personal level, this is your friends, people who know you, close to you. The Temperance card comes up in reverse on my end. And it's like saying you're in the all or nothing phase. It's like I'm going to the extremes. Like think radical consistency where you're like punching it, like I'm going extra hard. I'm going overtime. I'm doing my damn thing. And it may come across as like all consuming. For some people, you don't do. It's like people are thinking that you're going overboard. Maybe you don't necessarily have balance in what you're doing. And that's to the outside. You know, it's like you know what you can handle. You know if you are overextending yourself or overexerting yourself. But it's like people are saying that you are heavily invested in whatever it is that you're doing, or even if it's just the convictions or the belief that you're doing the right thing. It's like you stand on that to the point where it's like ain't nobody gonna sway me any other way, you know? So clarify the Temperance card. I see the Knight of Pentacles. Well, yeah. You may run the risk of some people feeling a little bit in your personal life abandoned by you, or like maybe pushed to the side, because they kind of low key are. They kind of low key are maybe for a moment, but it's like all you do is work. Every time I'm trying to make plans with you to a ones. You say you got something else to do. I want to reconnect. There are people who really want to reconnect with you, or they feel like you're a little bit unapproachable because maybe you're not as visible. Like say if you normally like out and about, if you normally like on social media, maybe you pulled back some and you're really just focused on you. So it's like some people may feel like you are kind of pushing people aside, or like saying, you know, you don't have time for it, and maybe you don't. But the ones that love you understand that, and they will be there for you regardless. Like I stick to this. Like real friends, especially when we grow up as an adult, like a whole ass adult. Like for me, friendships are those people that I can call no matter how long it's been since I've seen you or spoken to you or whatever. We know we cool. We got a whole life. We got we got a whole life and things that to do that it's not personal. So it's like I think friendship and connections to me mean something different than it did when I was like maybe in my 20s, you know? Because like people have lives and people are busy. So it's like if people get offended by the fact that you're trying to work on yourself or provide for yourself, better yourself, then realistically speaking, it's like maybe they were just energy vampires. Maybe they're just draining you. Maybe they are entitled people who you need to cut off anyway. And in fact, you wouldn't have to cut them off because they kind of cut themselves off, you know? But I don't see that as being the case for most of y'all. Got thirsty. I do feel like you are viewed as somebody, like in your personal life, they see it. Like you are working, you doing your thing. And a lot of them are proud of you. Now with professional, the Three of Wands, you're seen as a visionary. Somebody that is expected to grow, that's expected to move. So you may be like on some kind of like linear path or plan, like where like you do this amount of work for this amount of time, and then you get, you know, moved up or promoted and put in this space. You know, like some people have jobs like that where it's like it's kind of like almost guaranteed. If you do X, Y, and Z, you move up, you know? And so you may be at a point where you're about to level up again. Like maybe it's time for a review or something like that. For other people, you may be working hard to expand yourself, if that makes sense. Like you may be working a 9 to 5, working a part-time thing while you fund what you really want to do, your own business or your own side gig or your own creative project. It's like whatever it is, it's like they see, professionally speaking, people see you as creating space for yourself and making big things. It's almost expected for you to hit it big or to level up or bring something fresh. Well, that's a good word. Bring something fresh. And that may come with a lot of responsibility at work. Some of y'all may Three of Swords in reverse. Some of y'all may suffer from like imposter syndrome or something like that, where it's like you don't feel like sometimes you measure up to this expectation that's put on you, and it's like, trust me, you wouldn't be in the position that you're in if you weren't. You know, that Three of Swords in reverse is like saying it's almost a fear of failing myself, and the Six of Swords comes up with that. Some of y'all may be moving on to other things professionally, or questioning whether or not you should take your knowledge of what you know now and move it forward, move it towards something that's more suited for you right now in your like don't stick around getting paid less than you deserve. You know, it's like people don't need to be loyal to a 9 to 5 if they're not loyal to you. So it's like you've been wondering, like, maybe I should just take a chance and try something else. Like, yeah, you're expected to do good. You're expected to do that. You know, they expect you to do that. There's something about you where it's like you're becoming bigger than the space that you're in. You're becoming bigger than your container, and it's gonna be natural for you to make that transition. So take that leap of faith. You've earned it. You have earned it. You have earned it. You have earned it. If you needed to hear that, you have earned it. I'm just saying, because romantically speaking, it's like it's the same thing. The Empress comes up. You are in a abundant phase. It's like you looking good. It's like there's something about your aura. There's something about maybe taking care of yourself. Maybe you got in a new wardrobe, did something different with your appearance. It's giving something very attractive. But also there's a energy of like someone seeing you as worth it. It may be one person, maybe you're dating someone, maybe you're talking to somebody, but they view you as like long-term material, marriage material, somebody like it's giving partner energy. It's giving you the emotional nurturer to like my provider or something like that. It's someone who sees you as their absolute type. This makes a lot of sense if you've been seeing someone. The 9 of Wands comes up. For other people, they see you as that, but you may be unapproachable. It's like, I don't think I can measure up to that. I don't think I can actually give you what you deserve. So it's like you may find yourself in frustrating situations where like you hit it off with someone really well, and it's like the passion is there, the interest is there on both sides. They want the same things you do, but something happens where it's like they pull back and they clam up because they may have imposter syndrome, where they may feel like, you know, you deserve much better than me, you know, like than what I'm actually able to give you. And so for some of y'all, it may just be a timing thing. For others, it may be a real legitimate issue that you go through. And the truth is the truth. It's like you can't talk somebody into feeling like they're enough for you. Like if someone's got in their mind that you're too good for them, believe them. I've gone through that. So I've gone through that myself. And it's like the thing I would tell my younger self in that situation is when people say, no, you're just too good for me. Like I don't deserve you. Believe them and say, okay, and move on. Because you can't make somebody believe that that they're enough for you. That's not a you thing. That's a them thing. But I don't know. Sound off in the comments how this resonated. If this resonated, remember, I love you. I mean it. You can always book a personal reading. Numbers down there. We're trying to get at least a couch or something in this apartment. If you want to, I put the Amazon list on the in the description. It's going to be up to October 31st. So if you have it in your heart, I'm grateful. And remember, if you got spirit, what spirit got you? Blessings in all we do.